Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl, G's Louise, back with another message about relationships. I am so happy and I'm so grateful that money comes to you and I in increasing quantities on a continuous basis through various sources, all in a positive and peaceful manner. Good vibes only. I am free and I am awake. So I'm here with Kirk. Kirk, he's the Scorpio, and I know you ladies know about Scorpios. They are, every time you even mention Scorpio, it's like,
Tell me, what about Scorpio?
Scorpios,
I don't know.
they're panty droppers.
Oh, really? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're panty droppers. And they're, they have player energies.
Is that right?
Yeah, they play a lot of, I can say they're good at having a lot of women. They're really good at it.
Okay.
What do you think?
Scorpios in general, or
Well, the male versions.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of male Scorpios. I know myself, and
Okay.
Scorpios have three different symbols for Scorpio.
Okay.
So the one that you're describing, and we go through, well, we don't necessarily go through, but the one that you're
That's
describing,
the lowest.
the lowest is a Scorpio, right?
Okay.
So Scorpions has three different symbols. So the first symbol is a scorpion, and that in the male tend to be the player, the one that's very smooth with the words, panty droppers, as you put it, right?
Yeah.
Then the next symbol for Scorpio is after you go through some sort of spiritual awakening or what is called a dark night of the soul.
Like traumatic things in your life.
You become the eagle. That's the second symbol for the Scorpio. So the eagle on the physical plane is the bird that flies the highest. Right. So you kind of rise in your consciousness. But then there's also another level where the eagle crashes and burns, and through that fire you rebirth into the phoenix. And that's another level of consciousness. So Scorpios tend to be very introspective. They tend to be very deep. They don't like shallow conversations.
Yeah, they don't.
You have to go very deep with
and
them.
that's the same thing with Pisces. We're water.
You're Pisces?
I'm Pisces. I'm water.
Oh,
so it is
right.
The vibe is always
I didn't know
really
that.
intense.
Okay.
So
right.
Because it's the same element.
Same element, absolutely.
Yeah.
But let me share this with your audience real quick, because this is what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to relationship, and this is something that I teach in my online course.
Okay.
But when it comes
where can we find your online course?
We'll tell them that later.
Okay.
My website is my name, Kirk, like Captain Kirk.
Okay.
Nugent, Nugent, KirkNugent.com.
Yes.
But for now, let me give you guys a lesson, because it's something I had to learn, and it like twisted me. So I was in a relationship where I was absolutely in love, right? Adoring this woman that I'm with, and she was a Scorpio as well. And then later there was a betrayal. And when the betrayal came, I was devastated, because one, I didn't see it coming, and two, the worst thing you could do to a Scorpio is betray the Scorpio. We hate to be betrayed, and we hate to be abandoned.
So do Pisces.
Right.
Yeah.
So betrayal and abandonment, those are two triggers.
Yeah.
So when that happened, fortunately, I was in my ego stage and not the Scorpion stage, because in the Scorpion stage, now it's
vindictive.
Yeah, it would have went south really.
You would have been petty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I started asking myself, because again, I'm always introspective, and this is very good when you're in a relationship to always ask yourself, well, yeah, what's the role that I play in that? How did I become responsible for that? Because at the same time, even if the other person did you completely dirty, you're still responsible because you attracted that person.
I agree.
So you had some role in what happened, and we don't want to take responsibility.
And we hate it. Nobody wants to take accountability,
that.
but that is the truth.
Absolutely. So I said to myself, well, Kirk, what happened? How did you end up here? And my ego was like, I'll tell you what happened, that bitch, and my ego went off. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to learn from the experience. So I said to my spirit, or you can say God, source, angel, whatever you talk to. But I asked my higher self, listen, I know that in every situation there's a lesson, and the lesson repeats until the lesson is learned.
It's learned, yeah.
I don't want to learn this lesson again. And
it
I
hurts.
don't want, exactly.
I don't want to learn hurtful
in a
lessons.
painful manner.
Right.
If there's a lesson for me to learn, I want to learn the lesson in love, and I want to learn the lesson in joy. I don't want my lesson to be painful anymore.
Me too. Yeah.
So when I asked that question, I was exhausted. I fell asleep. And when I woke up, it was on my mind. And my spirit said to me, Kirk, it's not about the cheating. It's not one-on-one, because you don't cheat. She cheated. what it is the energy around cheating is someone betrayed you, someone abandoned you.
Right.
Now, Kirk, pay attention, because whenever you don't feel good about yourself, you're the first one to abandon you. Whenever your money is low, you're the first one to betray yourself and not be true to you. So all this person did was held up a mirror and reflect to you the areas where you weren't loving yourself, the areas where you were damaged, the areas where your trauma was. And until you heal that, you're just going to attract that same woman with a different face, different body, different clothing. And the lesson is going to keep repeating. So what you need to do is take yourself off the market and heal that trauma before you come back out here. So I have to find new and improved ways to love me when I had nothing. Because again, as a man in this society, you're told, oh, if you were a woman and you can't pay your bills and you ain't shit. So
money does not define you as a man.
But that's not the message we get. That's true.
I know
what you're saying.
Because I want to say this. There's a lot of men out here that's caked up. I'm talking about they got it all. They got everything, material-wise. And they think that shit solidifies who they are. And it really, like, is their thing that they utilize.
Yeah, because the spiritual work is missing.
Yeah, it's completely... Yeah, I can't connect to that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But go ahead.
So, reflecting on the different ways that I abandoned myself and really became abusive to myself when my finances wasn't right, I had to take time to heal that, to reprogram my mind, to let me know that my relationship with money, to let myself know that I had value regardless of what was flowing in and out of my bank account.
That's right.
And once I redefined that, then the money started to flow a little better than it was before, until it started, the pipeline got more and more open.
Abundant.
So the other thing that I noticed as I healed that within me, the people or the woman that I attract, they either reflected to me where I have grown or where I need to grow. And what I mean by where I've grown is that people or situations that I would get in before, that I would deal with, now immediately I'm like, oh, red flag, I'm not doing that. Because I have grown beyond that. I don't need that lesson anymore. So I can immediately spot the red flag. Before, I would see the red flag and be like, damn, that's a lot of red flags. But my penis would be like, sir, we like red flags. Oh my God, this is going to be very interesting. So, you know.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah, you know, Kirk, we can handle it. We're spiritual. We're grown. We forget about that. And so anyway, as I healed that, my relationship started to heal. So the point that I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, is a relationship is not about finding the right person. It's about being the right person. Because relationships are reflective. And chances are you're going to attract the places in you that you need to heal. Yeah. So the more you heal, the more you work on you, the better you'll be at picking the mate that's better for you. The better you'll be at picking the person that complements who you are and enhances who you are, as opposed to reflect the wounds that you're trying to hide.
Yes, and stop trying to hide them. Stop trying to hide them.
You can't heal while hiding.
Nah. Yeah. You can't. You just need, and it was funny what you said when you said the first 90 days,
people wear a mask.
You wear a mask.
So when you chances are when you meet someone, you go out with them for the first 90 days, you've met their representative. You have not met them. Yeah. And the representative is well mannered. They do all the right things. They put their best foot forward. Yeah. But after 90 days, that act is hard to keep up.
And you know what? I'm the opposite. I'm like I'm on my bullshit heavy when you meet me.
When you meet, right.
And then, like, relationship wise, right? And then once I begin to warm up to you, I'm nicer to you. Okay. And I like you more. Yeah. And then you see a change, but at first it's like.
Now, what you see is what you get. Like, I'll tell you straight up, like, because a lot of times you meet people, and if they're not on their passion, if they don't have something that their purpose, they want you to entertain them.
They do.
Yeah, so I'll meet someone, I tell them, listen, baby, I'm boring. Because I'm on my goddamn purpose. Yeah. So I don't have time to entertain you, because I don't need to be entertained. Yeah. And women aren't trying to hear that shit. They're all, oh yeah, absolutely. But
they'll be like, yeah, and then they'll leave.
Yeah. And that's fine, because again,
you're good with you now.
Not only am I good with me, but I want to build with the right person. I don't want someone with me who is here for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. Because I'm looking to build something much greater than this. And I need someone with a vision that's on their purpose, where I can enhance their purpose and they can enhance mine. But I'm not trying to. We need to build. Yeah, I'm working on something. I need to stop and entertain you because you're bored. find a purpose. I ain't got time for that shit.
I agree. I'm so with you on that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like did you go through like the struggle between the old Kirk and the new Kirk?
Yeah, the going back and forth.
Going back and forth.
Because you're trying to heal.
Because I'm actually there now, like, well, I'm coming out of that where it's like the old me versus the new me.
Right.
You know. I've been through whatever, everything.
Yeah, because you were conditioned to think a certain way.
Right.
And those thoughts encapsulate the old you. So these new thoughts are not yet automatic, and you have to tell yourself, yeah,
I gotta keep reiterating.
Yeah, exactly.
My new self is exhausted.
Right.
Okay. If any of y'all are going through that, it's exhausted from helping the old self. Like, girl, like, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Come over here.
Right. It's
Come
just
over
like
here.
breaking patterns.
Yeah, it's constant. Breaking the chains, breaking generational curses, you know.
Right.
Just trying to like steer clear of all the old habits.
Well, again, for your audience, that's the work that you have to do.
Yeah.
The work that you have to do is on yourself. You're not going to meet a man or a woman and change them.
No.
And
they can't change you. You got to do it.
Right. And another thing is
it's temporary if they. It's temporary.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's temporary. But another thing in relationships that I'm noticing is communication. That's a big deal. We don't communicate. We don't know how to communicate, and that just clogs everything up. You got to be able to say, listen, this is how I'm feeling. Like the way I am. If I wake up in the morning and something is off, right? I don't even know what is off, but I'm going to tell you, look, Jules. I don't know what's going on with me right now, but if you see me in a mood and I'm kind of to myself, it has nothing to do with you. I'm just in my head right now. I got to figure it out. Because I want to let you know, give you a preemptive strike.
It's nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I don't want you walking around thinking, oh, damn, what did I do to Kurt?
Yeah.
But I would like that reciprocity if something's going on with you, except you come home 3 days straight, you huff and you puff, and then on the fourth day you explode. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Some girl I was with told me, when I addressed this, she said, if you love me, you would know. That's bullshit. I'm not Miss Cleo. I'm not psychic. How the fuck I'm going to know? Read your mind.
If you love me, you'll know.
If you love me, you would know. I'm like, what kind of fairy tale nonsense is
this? So
this?
you hear this, ladies. Men say they ain't goddamn psychic. They don't know what the fuck wrong with you.
I'm not clairvoyant.
They don't know what the hell is wrong with you.
Yeah, just tell me and I'll know. But she said, if you love me, you'll know. Hey, I mean, that's again.
Did she tell you?
Did she tell me what was wrong?
Did she end up telling you?
She didn't even remember what the fuck was wrong with her.
And half the time we don't know what the fuck. Like you said, we wake up and like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong.
Yeah, she don't.
I don't even have the answer.
Yeah, she don't remember what was wrong with her. And it's just like I said, look, we've built this fairy tale for women that they buy into. Like I was telling you, my sister is in her 50s and she was singing this Luther Vandross song, I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else. And I said to her, you know that's bullshit, right? There's no man sitting down someplace having a good time with a woman saying, God damn, I ought to be someplace else having a bad time with this other chick. We just don't do that. But
we just don't do that.
Women like to hear that nonsense because it sounds good and it's this fairy tale romance. I'm saying, listen, if we're going to be doing the reality, we got to do reality.
Don't sell me no damn dream.
I'll
be like, okay.
To work on the communications. Yeah. So that's the word I want to leave with you guys. It's the relationship is always reflective. So no matter how south it went,
and how mad you are at them,
ask yourself, what is it that I can learn from this? Yeah. What is life trying to teach me? And the minute you get the lesson, I promise you won't get that pain anymore. But if you don't get the lesson repeats until the lesson is learned.
Yeah, I agree. And a lot of this it all goes back to self-worth. If you value yourself, other people have no choice but to follow. Otherwise, they just can't even be in your space. It's like they can't even survive in your space. You know what I mean? They're uncomfortable almost to the point where they'll leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, frequency just doesn't match.
Yeah, when you're standing true to you and what you believe in and standing in your beliefs and loving on yourself and you know your self-worth and you know who you are, those type of things can't really even come into your space. And again, if it does, like Kirk said, it will be like, no. It's immediate. Mm-hmm. You know, whether you want to entertain it or not is up to you because, you know, we're human. But you still know, you know. So salute. I'm signing out. And until next time, it's peace, health, wealth, and a time to enjoy them all.